Okay, now I record. Okay, can you see my screen?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, now you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, sorry, I don't know, Zoom disconnect me. So, MQP use the point-to-point message exchange, okay, while the co-op use request reply and TCP use the public subscriber, okay. It is the scope, okay. Co-op use the device-to-device, okay, communication, like it's like the Bluetooth, okay. MQTT use device to the cloud, and the ABQP use all of the. It's a more structured protocol. You support the device to device, device to the cloud, or cloud to cloud. Okay. MQP and MQTT does not have support to discover, and for example, the fault tolerance you have in MQP, you need to implement the specification of it. The co-op is completely decentralized, and the broker is the special point of fail. Okay, if the broker fail, you lost the MQTT implementation, MQTT. You lost the dashboard because you don't have the broker. Okay, so you have different implementations. Okay, edge implementation. Again, the edge is in most of the time is the you talk the communication, the conversation between the edge gateway and the cloud is a MQTT, okay, protocols or MQP protocols, and between the nodes to the edge can be MQTT, can be co-op, can be MQP, okay? Or you use legacy protocols. There are a large number of the edge implementation, okay? One of them is the Node-RED. The Node-RED is not exactly an edge device. However, you can implement an edge device using it, okay? You have in the cloud, you have the AWS GreenQuest is an edge implementation of the Amazon cloud, and you have the Azure IoT Edge is an edge implementation of the Microsoft. We will study the Node-RED. Okay, in our course you study Node-RED. You use a Node-RED in the implementation of our applications. Okay, in our project we use. And what is Node-RED? Node-RED is no more than one tool that provides that you programming flows of message using a graphical box. Okay, I don't know if you have opportunity to study gaming programming when I was child, but a lot of approach to learn to teach gaming programming to children is using blocks. Okay, you have blocks that has a group of functionalities, and you connect block to block, for example, to create the dynamic or to create the dynamic of game. It's the same approach of the Node-RED. The Node-RED, you have the blocks, okay, and the nodes, and each node has your specific functionality, and you connect the blocks to provide the functionalities that you want to have inside the Node-RED box. It's one very important thing. It's not for me because I don't know. I know a very little about the JavaScript, but Node-RED use the Node JavaScript. Okay, use the Node. Okay, Node is a server-side implementation of JavaScript. Okay, and again, the Node-RED use this server and provide a lot of if you need programming, you need to program, you use the JavaScript. The JavaScript is a language, very simple language to do the things that we require in our course is very easy. It's not so easy. For example, my daughter worked with JavaScript to create the front end and the back end. It's not so easy. But to work in Node-RED is very easy to the level of skill in the JavaScript language. So in this example here, you have this device, physical device. You install the Node-RED inside, and the nodes use, for example, use the Modbus RTU is an old protocol, okay, industry old protocol to send message, or use OPC UA it's a translation, is a protocol to translate old legacy protocols. You can use one of them, okay, in specific in the case of this example here that is in the industry side, and the node and send the message to the Node-RED, and the Node-RED translate and send to the cloud. Which cloud? AWS, Google Cloud, or Azure. Okay. Again, we will study better the Node-RED in the few minutes. Okay. Another example is the Azure IoT Ad. Azure IoT Ad is a very amazing tool. Okay, it's a really amazing tool. It's simple. It's not hard to implement the things there. It's like the Node-RED. However, it's much more powerful than Node-RED. Okay. Why you don't use the Azure IoT Ad and use Node-RED? The reason is to use the Azure IoT Ad, you need to have a credit card. Okay, you don't need to pay, but you need to have a valid credit card. And if you, for example, things that you use the Azure IoT and you don't have a credit card, you cannot implement the examples, the class examples. Okay, it's the reason that we don't use Azure. Okay. However, I will create tomorrow an extra example, and if you have a credit card and want to test, you can test in Azure and see what happens. Azure has models and has an engine, real-time engine. Okay, the real-time engine is the most important because it assures that you that is the core of the IoT block, okay, that connect device with the IoT hub in the cloud. Okay. Any question, guys?
No.
Okay. Now, now we'll do a different activity. Okay. I will give 10 minutes to who does not have oh, I need to stop sharing my screen. Okay, who does not have installed in your computer the just a second, I need to check here. Where is it here? Who does not have npm installed in your computer? npm is give me a second. npm is a managed package from JavaScript. Did you have or not?
I don't have.
No.
No. Okay. I will send in the Slack the link, okay, to download. Okay, I need to. Give me a second. Give me a second, just what I'm looking for. Give me a second, guys. Just want to confirm information here. Give me a second, please. Okay, sorry about that. I just want to confirm if because I already has installed in the npm in my computer. But the idea is you need to install the node. I provide the link, okay? When you install the node, you already install the npm together, okay? Uh, please open this page, okay? I will open here. Okay, give me a second. I will answer everybody. Give me a second, just a moment. Okay, open this page here, and you have the Windows and Mac package to install the node. Okay, uh, are there people that use Linux? No,
Yeah, I'm using Linux.
you use Linux. Okay. To install the node in Linux, you use. Give me a second.
I already had Red Node installed.
Okay, perfect. Because you can use, for example, if you use Debian, you can use install using the apt-get. Okay, just uninstall the node to enable that we start to explain to explain how to use the node, how to install and to use the node. Okay. Okay, we will give them minutes to do this task. And after each, we will start to show how to use how to install the Node-RED and how to use Node-RED. Okay, I have a lot of students that hands your hand. Do you have questions? Are there anything that I can answer? No? Okay. Okay, guys, please download the node and install the node in your computer. And I believe it's not a big file. Check here. Yes,
Teacher, about the actual or the LTS version?
It don't matter anyone. To the reason that you use it, anyone's okay. You can install the LTS. Okay. I'm here, okay? If you have any question, you just call me, okay? I will only stop my audio, okay? But if you have question and we turn in 45, you continue the installation of the node red, okay? Okay, guys. Are there anybody that in the yet is not? So, oh my gosh. Are there anyone who is not installed yet? Didn't install yet?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay. So, okay, I have another presentation. I use the presentation only to but using like directions, okay? But I will implementing, I use, I already has installed in my computer, okay? I use only when I need to explain the topics I use my computer, don't use PowerPoint, okay? But you have the PowerPoint after you show where you can find this PowerPoint with a step by step, okay? So the first part is install the Node-RED, okay? To install the Node-RED, you can use in the shell, the Windows shell, okay? You can use this command here, okay? npm is a JavaScript package manager, okay? We already installed it when you install the Node, when you install the Node, okay, Node JavaScript. You install these packages together, okay? In the shell, just only type npm install -g minus unsafe -per Node-RED, okay? I believe everything is working and you receive a message that Node-RED is installed, okay? Please do perform this command now. When you finish the command, please put the like, where's my, okay, the like to see if you finalize this process, this step. Okay, 1. Okay, 2. When you finalize the command, please, in the same shell, type nodes even red, please. When you type, if everything works, appears something like that, okay? And after it, you don't do nothing, but after it, open your browser these address here. Local address 2.1880, okay? This is the full port. Okay, I wait a little more. Okay,
No, not yet.
not yet. Okay, I wait a little more. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, guys. Okay, type node red and you open this screen here. Okay. Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's open. Run a lot of things. I will stop to share my PowerPoint and start to use the. Give me a sec to organize my dashboard here. Okay. Okay. Type node red. I believe is. Okay, it's the main screen of the node red. Okay. You have the here you have the components, the palette. In the central part, you have the dashboard to design the things. In the right, you can see the information about the flows, some documentation, the debug, and the configurations. Here in up, you have a comments to import, export, the configuration of node, and to the settings and manage palettes. Okay, to install new palettes here. You have here in this part here, you have the deploy command. It's disabled because you don't have any news. And to create a new flow like that, you just only click in this button here. Okay. Before I start to explain in a very simple example, I would like to explain some foundations. Okay. The first one is, what is flow? A flow in Java in the Node-RED is any string composed of collection nodes. For example, here you have a flow. Okay, you have a timestamp inject. This node here is inject node. Okay, where you have you inject a timestamp. You have a node here that transforms this data that receive in output, and you have a payload, okay, where you not payload, you have a debug node. Okay, in the debug node you can see the output of this node here. Okay, again, just only to re-explain. A flow is a group of nodes that is connected to provide a specific service. Okay, again, this node here is an inject node, the input node. This node here is an internal node that you process information, and here is output node. In this case, is a debug node. Okay, you can see the output of the message, the output of the process here in the debug screen in the Node-RED. I will show later about it. Another important concept is message. Okay, message is the output of one node. Okay, just check. Okay, here. Okay, for example, you have the inject node here. It's passed for this node, and this node send a message to this node, the Node-RED latest version. Okay, the output of HTTP request is a message, and you inject the message in the next flow, in the next node. Okay, again, the next message is you pass it, you process this message here, and the output you send to the debug node. Okay, the output of this node is a message. Okay, a message has a payload. You see a lot of examples that you use payload to You receive the payload and manipulate the payload to provide something, okay, some additional service, okay? Another important concept is the node, okay? The node is the main build block in the flows of Node-RED, okay? A node, you can have the input node, you receive, okay, each node has an input, process, and generate one output. For example, think the Node-RED latest version. This node, where is my point? Oh, here. This node receive a message from HTTP request as input, process this message, and provide the output and save in the node, in the debug node here. Okay. Any questions until here, guys?
No, teacher.
There are a group of nodes types, okay? You have the input nodes, okay? Is the nodes that generate message. Output nodes, that is nodes that after you process the message, you send to the output, okay? The output node is the consume message, okay? It's nodes that consume message from another node. You have a process node, okay, that makes some work in the data. And you have two other special nodes, the credential and user create nodes, okay? But for example, the input node, you have the inject. In the example that I provide you, you have all the time you use the inject, okay? You can have HTTP, MQTT, WebSocket, and others. You have output, for example, the example that I provide you, you have the debug, okay? But you can have, for example, HTTP response. In HTTP response is an example of the output that, for example, things that you receive a command and send you process, you receive the message, the information from the device, process this message and send a HTTP message to another server, okay? You can use the HTTP response, okay? You have the functions, okay? For example, we'll have an example using the function. Simply you have delay, trigger, comments, and others. And you have the wires, okay? What is the wires? The wires is what is connected to nodes, okay? It's a wire. This node here has two wires, okay? Okay, this one has two wires too, okay? An important concept. Okay, before we start, okay, before I continue the class, I would like that you use to realize a very basic example, okay? In the example, we'll create a very simplistic flow, okay? Again, to create the flow, click here, okay, guys? Everybody with me, okay? Click here to create the flow. Make a double click in the name and change. For example, for my first example. Okay, after it, you say, check here, see here, okay, my first example. The first thing that you do is you get an inject node, okay? In the inject node, double click in the inject, okay? What this node does? It saves in the payload the timestamp, okay? Just, oh my gosh, sorry. Let me check with my, it's working now. Yes, okay. It saves the timestamp in the message payload, okay? And what you do now more, you define that each one 0.1 seconds or 1 millisecond, you inject a new message in the model, okay? What this node will do? It creates a timestamp 0.1 to 0.1 seconds, okay? Any questions until here, guys?
Yes, teacher, can you repeat that part?
Okay. The first thing is you get an inject model, okay? An inject box, okay? And save here, okay? What the inject does? The inject is a node that creates data. It's like a data generator, okay? It's like a data generator. In this case here, this data generator, you generate a timestamp, okay? A label of time, okay? For example, the current time. And it creates when? Which creates when? 0.1 to 0.1 seconds. Which is you create one now, 1 millisecond later you create another, and you can change. For example, you can put, for example, 1 second. For example, each 1 second, second by second, you create. This model creates a new data. Did you understand now?
Yes, teacher, thank you.
Okay. Next, what you need to do next is you can save directly in the output. Okay, you can create directly a debug node. What's the debug node? Debug node is only a node that you present the data. For example, you present the things. Okay, you make a double click here, just clear here. Okay, what you output is only the payload of message that it receives. Okay, and you print in debug window. What's the debug window? Is this window here? Okay, it's this window here. Okay, okay. What I missed? I missed to connect the timestamp with the payload. This flow does do nothing. Okay, just only you generate a timestamp and save in showing the bug. Just only do it. Okay. Any questions until here? After you finalize the model, you need to deploy, okay? To deploy the model, you need to click here, okay? When you click here, you deploy the model, okay? Did you see here? It creates a model, a data, the timestamp, okay? And you inject only 1 time, 1 second, okay? But you can inject, oh no, sorry. You can inject each 1 second, okay? Now you inject a new data second by second, okay? Save, delete the log, and deploy again, okay? You update the model, you need to deploy. Check the debug, okay? Now, second by second, you save the timestamp. Did you understand?
Teacher, but if it doesn't deploy?
If you didn't deploy, you didn't save the new configuration. For example, if you create a new model, for example, now I will put a function, okay? And you change a little here, okay? Something like that, and you delete this one, okay? If you didn't deploy, you continue to use the last configuration. You didn't put the new configuration. Did you understand?
Yes, teacher, but when I hit the bottom of deploy, it only like is loading, it doesn't do anything.
I didn't understand your question. Can you, it's not about, I really didn't understand. It's not the English, okay? I didn't understand what you asked.
Yes, what happened if when I deploy, it doesn't appear anything? It only loads all the time?
It's because you have some error in the output. You didn't Your example didn't work?
Yes, no.
Okay, can you share your screen? I will stop here. Give me a second. Can you share your screen?
Yes.
Okay. Go to the timestamp first. Double click, yes, please. Okay, to simplify, click here. I check if I can. Click repeat to simplify the visualization. Okay, interval. And yes, it's okay. Done. Click yes, please. You didn't change it, am I correct? There is no space here, am I correct?
Yes, I think. I don't change anything.
I didn't change. Okay, save. Okay, deploy. Oh, I believe I found. Okay. Oh my gosh. Is it normal to wait so many time? Or it's the first time that happens?
It's like the first time.
Okay. Refresh the page, please. Yes. Uh, do you use Windows or Linux or Mac? Sorry,
Windows.
Windows. Can you show me the console of the command the command console? Yes, to check the message that you receive. Okay. Oops, sorry. Okay, scroll down, please. Okay, scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. You didn't receive any message. Okay, go back to the page to see if he is not working. No? Okay, back to the Windows console. Control C. Yeah. Another Control C. Oh, it stopped. Okay, 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 okay. So I don't know what happened. Okay, now you need to click here.
There in the debug message.
Yes, click here, please. Yes, it's working. Okay, open again. Maybe you lost the configuration that you put here. Okay. Yes. Repeat. Interval. Yes. Save. And deploy again. No, it's okay. Deploy here. Okay. Now you see second by second. I don't know what happened, but I believe you didn't see the message because it's not in the debug panel.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes. Thanks.
Okay. So I just see here. What? Okay, I will give you another example. Okay, I just return here. Give me a second. Where is my here? Okay, okay. In the first, who didn't do or example? My Zoom is freezing. Sorry, my Zoom freezing again. Okay. Are there any other guys that does not work the first example? Or everybody can perform well the first example? Okay. In our example now, we'll create a function, what's the name? A function node, okay? Get the function node here. Okay, just give me a second to show. Okay. Get the function node here, okay? And delete the connection that you have directly timestamp to message payload and create a new one, timestamp to function, the function to debug, okay? After it, you open the function. Okay? Now, if you see, we receive a panel to create a little function, okay? In this example, you transfer the timestamp to date and print the date, not the timestamp, okay? How you do it? The first you use, it's very simple. For example, new date message payload. Remember that message payload is the message payload is timestamp, okay? And you need to save the message payload is date to string, okay? Because you have the date is a date, it's not a message payload, okay? It's not a string. You transfer it as a string and return to the, oh my gosh. You return to when after you call this method, okay? Again, you have a timestamp, you transfer the timestamp in date and the date to a string and print in the console, okay?
Teacher, could you, no, nothing. I would ask to see again the
Can you repeat?
nothing. I was to ask to see the code again.
Okay, I will share the code in the chat. Okay, I just want to explain here a little, but I send the chat if you want to copy. Okay, give me a second. Just want to find the chat. Okay, you have in the code in the chat. Okay, but what you do is you transfer the payload in the date. Okay, and save in the variable date. After it, you transform the date in the string and save in the payload and return at the end the message, okay? So I will deploy. Okay, and now I check the bug again. I will delete, okay? To delete the old message, you click here, okay? And delete, and you see now, I didn't print the timestamp. I transferred the timestamp in the date, okay? And now I print the date. Okay. First thing, did you understand the example in the general way?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. please try to implement it. I will give 10 minutes to try to implement this example, okay? And the code that you have in the function node, you have the code in the chat. Okay? Okay. Are there anybody that it's not work? Everybody works? Okay, perfect. I believe you see it's very easy to use the general idea. Okay. I have another example that I would like to ask you to do. Okay. Just check which. Okay, I got the example. So before I continue to explain, I believe you can do another break, okay? And return in 10 minutes. I just want to stop it here. Did you like to use this tool? It's easy. Is it easy? No? Okay.
Yes, it's interesting. Sorry, teacher, how do you like stop the program?
Stop what?
The deploy. How do you stop the deploy?
Okay, give me a share again. Okay, to stop this process, you need to click, give me a second. You need to click, yes, let's click here, okay? And did you see here, the button disable?
Okay, okay.
Okay,
Yes.
just only click and disable and deploy, okay?
Okay, thanks.
Okay, I make a break, okay? Now is I don't know if time is in Mexico, but it's 18. We return at 28, okay? See you soon, guys.